so sad the girl died, and she left a note. And note is quite sad. If I looking from the note, you know, I didn't actually put the picture up. Looking from the note, it says though something actually transpired between both of them, as the person hitting her and herself. Like they had something that really possibly went bad. And from it sounds as though she knew she was wrong, but she just feels like, you're my friend, you shouldn't have come out in the public. And you had people capturing the moment, which means you've disgraced me before the school and before the country, because that was what she said in her message. And of course, while she was at that, she was like, hope she finds the peace. Or it's quite a very sad one. Hope she finds the peace, hope she fulfills whatever dreams her mom, that is the dead student, has always wanted her to be. And of course, she just said some things about curse and all of that, which that was why I said she possibly cost the other student and something. It was just a bit too deep. I don't want to go into that. Now, looking at this is what we call bullying school, and sometimes I wonder, and I feel like this is within the school environment, still within the school compound.
Yes, it is.
I wonder what the teachers, where the teachers were. And usually in a school like that, there should be guidance and counselor who should be around, who should be, you know, there should be up and doing. There should, because I don't know, I feel such things like this. One person would have probably run to her office and like, hey, madam or sir, something is happening outside, and be swift to have gone into this and possibly meet with a parent, call a meeting immediately, because I want to believe that it was just within 24 hours that after that thing happened, she took her life.
Very true.
Which I believe could have been avoided. But let's talk about bullying now. Let's leave suicide apart, because that would mean a lot. Let's talk about bullying. How do we overcome bullying in schools? Because there's still another video that's going to come up, which of course is another kind of bullying. But let's talk about bullying. How can we avoid this in school? What is the first thing to do once we sight students being bullied? Let's start with you, please.
Okay. As a doctor, I'll come from the aspect of mental health.
Okay.
You see, we live in a society today where we have gone digitalized. Telephones are everywhere. And let me pay your indulgence. I visited South Africa a couple of times last year, and I saw a particular trend. It is the blacks fighting the blacks. There is nothing like the whites fighting the blacks. We are the ones fighting ourselves.
Wow.
Now, the problem of telephone, you see, telephone has caused more harm than good among students. That's why when I look at universities like Covenant University, which I'm privileged to be one of their leadership summit trainers, I say it out there, I support them bounding phone in schools. Do you know if there was no phone in that school, the girl would not feel that kind of shame and it won't lead to suicide. She felt my video is everywhere, everybody's mocking me, there's nothing to live for. And the next thing, she took her life. The shame was too much, and every student, we're talking about, is this secondary school now? Even some primary school students have phones. That's what I'm trying to drive at. Some primary school children, pupils have phones. So we need to get the phones out of the school if we want to guard against suicide and protect the mental health of our children, because you see, children are fragile. You can talk to them and mold them. When we're dealing with adults and we're trying to speak to them and counsel them, sometimes, Dr. Somi will agree with me, it's difficult because you have to take the adult through different routes. But when you're dealing with kids, it's very easy to penetrate their minds and get them to do what you want. So if we don't take the phone out and work on the mental health of our children, I'm telling you, we may not be able to eradicate that. And another thing is, we need to have counselors in schools.
Great.
That will help against it, so that when a child is bullied, there is an avenue. Since there's no phone to put it on social media, and then we have the right channel people can report to, I'm telling you, it will be minimized.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, in fact, the issue about phone, I know it's important to not allow children to take phones to school.
True.
Very important. But besides that, Let's not waste our time on that. Seriously.
I get his point.
If people are married, if people are married and they decide that they want to go their separate ways, they can't wait to start calling party for what? You are angry. I'm angry. Say, look, all my time I wasted with you, all the money I spent. You say, look, all my.
See, you know. Let's look at it from another way. It could be that the marriage was a contract marriage, and they achieved their purpose, and now let's happily divorce. What's that?
Yes, it's possible.
So
and Mr.
Song, not a marriage.
Now, do you remember? I don't know if you saw that video. There was a video that was trending yesterday of a female pastor or something from Ghana that was bringing out her breast for the member to suck publicly, and people were there. It was like a church setting.
It was a church
now
service.
That's why I said anything is possible from that area.
Anything is possible. I've seen
from here. What you're saying.
Different things. You see some.
Do you know when I saw the video on bullying, I just told myself this is essay.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I've seen a lot of, when it comes to pastors, in fact, I've seen a lot where they will do this smackdown as if they are in a wrestling ring, and that is the deliverance section. We don't get it twisted.
In Nigeria too. I know one now. In that Boski.
But who's there?
You roll, and then you stole you on the chair.
Well, I have one topic. We can quickly just say one thing each on before we go. Okay, there's another one. I don't know if I should do this. Okay, we're supposed to talk about what men bring to the table very quickly. Just one idea each, and then we'll see if we can touch the other one. Now, this one is, what do men bring to the table? This is a lady from Twitter talking about that she has all the money she wants. She has everything, a car, whatever. So, these days relationship is based on that. Men give the finance and ladies give the intimacy. More like, what does a lady have to offer? Now she's now on the side of this coin. That's okay. I have all the money now, and of course, yes, I have the money. I'll give you the money. I have the intimacy. I'll give you the intimacy. So what would the man have to offer me?
She's not ready for marriage. She's just go and sleep. Yes.
No, if you ask me, I'd say it's her opinion. It's an honest inquiry, because you see, we live in a society today where the tide has changed. What used to be the norm those days, you hardly see a woman proposing to a man. But right now, when you like a guy so much, you give him a ring.
Yeah.
And they don't make a big deal out of it.
You know why they don't do it before?
Tell me, sir.
Even till today, if the woman do not have the financial wherewithal to sponsor it, my friend, if I ask you out, say let's go out, I'm inviting you out.
So is it me you want to ask out?
No, I'm just saying. I can take you out.
Yeah, for sure. Please take me out today.
So if I take you out, it's only necessary, normal that I should foot the bill.
Yes, sir.
So why women, we've discussed on this table before, why women don't like, especially Nigerian women, to ask the men out is because even if they have it, they've been so oriented in the area of thinking that it's the man that will take care of those things.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't want to talk too much on that.
I just want to say something about it because it's a serious
Can you do
aspect.
that in 10 seconds?
Yes, very good. Now, you see, when it comes to the topic of values, there are tangible and intangible values. You say, what will a man bring to the table aside from love and money
and all of that
and finance? One thing he needs to bring to the table is mental compatibility.
Okay.
He needs to bring in creativity. He needs to bring in what I call negotiation skills. These are things a man needs to bring in.
Yes, a woman doesn't have those ones.
No, some women want a man that is intellectual, that is creative, that has skills, that has talent. Sometimes a woman needs a man with authority. Do you know that women who are wealthy need a man that can tell them, shut up.
Sit down.
Sit down there.
Okay,
it's romantic to them, sir.
No, let's not say, let's keep it at that. Me, I know that I've seen women like
Thank you
that.
very much.
I want a man to tell me shut up.
Yes.
Because she has everything she wants.
I'm telling you.
She's got
So
it
we
all.
want a man that will slap them and
So women are like that though. That, I don't know.
say that to some women. Let them, the advocates of domestic violence.
Okay, let's move on to the next one very quickly. I have just 3 minutes to round
And
up.
that's a deep topic. I wish we could take it some
Yeah,
other time.
some other time, definitely. Okay, so let me quickly read this. British police are the most racist. This is somebody says I was racially abused, arrested, and threatened in UK, and told we will be locked up with other black people in the country. Racism in the UK is a common thing,
Very
and of
high.
course, the police will seize your phones when you want to record such incidents. Brits are sarcastically corrupt. Okay, let's go over to the last one. I hope we'll be able to say 10 seconds. If not, I'll just say bye and we'll go on. Okay, this one say, okay, this is just a scenario. A guy was supposed to get married today, and he found that he didn't come from the wedding. What was his excuse? He didn't come for the wedding. What was his excuse? He was resting with a faraway friend because he needed to rest. He was stressed. How would you react to that if you're the wife? Very quickly.
Well, I'll see it as he absconded.
Yes, that's what she did, and she actually filed an arrest. She filed for an arrest and a court case, but that was brought down because it was like, why are you arresting him? He just said what it is, and by the time they checked all the investigations, it was actually correct. And his friend said he was stressed, and all he kept saying was he just wanted to rest. So, what do you think would have actually resulted to him being stressed and missing his wedding day?
He doesn't want the marriage. Simple.
Anxiety merged with
And everything probably just
came
stressing him.
together.
Maybe an information, it came in.
I think there's something else to it.
Yes.
Maybe he's not saying it because you can't be stressed and not reach out to anybody to tell them, I can't. This is a wedding. Like, for how long have you been planning
And
this
then
wedding?
we need to give compliments to some men. Some men are very good at protecting their partners. They know that thing is detrimental.
Yeah,
they
so
don't want
they
to say it
just,
to disgrace her.
Very possible.
But they take the blame
But
and say,
not
"I keep
coming.
on showing."
But not coming, showing up at the wedding.
It's also
Okay, I would like to call it a wrap now. Thank you so much, Dr. Precious, for being on the show.
Thank you
It's been
very
amazing
much.
with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ranta, for coming
All
on,
right,
sir.
thank you
And
too.
thank you, my viewers, for joining. I'm sorry I could not read all your messages, but I took some, so yes. So tomorrow we'll be talking entertainment, and of course, you know how our entertainment industry is. It's always fun. So I'll see you tomorrow, and until then, do have a beautiful day.